Hey everyone, for this week's Rockstar Minute, we have to pause for a very important announcement, and we have a new addition to the office, and this is our fancy little repurposed energy drink to a Rockstar fridge. We thought right now there's just water in it, but we figured we got to get like kombucha tea, is that even how you say that? Or bone broth and that type of stuff in it, so we'll do something crazy with that, I don't know. But we're very happy about it. These little things make us really happy, so I don't know if it matters or not, but I wanted to share that with you. For this week's Rockstar Minute, and we're actually quite an interesting shirt. It was a gift from someone. I'm going to show you the back in a second. And it's a message that we talked about a number of months ago now that's so important as a real estate investor. And I never forget the first time this really hit me. It was a Sunday afternoon. I was just about to crack open a beer because I started barbecuing, and I got a call from some of my tenants. And they're like, hey, there's water in the basement. I was like, oh my goodness, why am I dealing with this? It was the first nice Sunday afternoon. And this was about probably 4 or 5 years ago now in the spring. And I just wanted to stand outside for a little bit. I had to rush down to the property because it was like a Sunday actually evening. Tom was on vacation by chance. I had to rush down. The handyman we normally use or the contacts we had, because it was Sunday evening, they weren't available on short notice, whatever it was. I ended up sitting down there with like a wet vac, sucking up water in the basement off the, sitting on the stairs. I'm like, why am I here? And then I'm like, you know what? I'm here because this is dealing with this stuff. It's just these little minor things. And if I remove the emotion from it, it's actually not a big deal at all. For all the profit that property's generated, it actually generates quite a bit of profit monthly, probably $1,300 or $1,400. There's probably a couple $100,000 in equity in that property, probably more. There's probably a few $100,000 in equity in that property now. So it's been very, very beneficial. But at the time, I was like, man, why am I dealing with this? And it brings me back to the point as an investor, and to me, it's just a rule of life. It's whoever can deal with the most crap wins. And it's been really important. Sometimes I just got to remind myself of that when I think like, why am I dealing with all this crap? And I'm like, well, you know what? Whoever can deal with the most crap wins, and I'll deal with this so I can get myself bigger problems and handle those because that gets me further ahead. So that's the way I look at it. This was a gift from 2 long-term members, awesome people who managed to go down, I think it was for a couple months, to Belize this year and live life on their terms, partly because of their real estate investments, which is awesome. And they got this shirt for me, which says that right back there. And that's where the sayings come from. So that's why I'm wearing this shirt. Thanks, Dan and Laura. And it's an awesome lesson for this week. Don't forget it. Remove emotion and deal with the most crap because it makes you win too. Until next time, your life, your terms.